midway through the videos and Mr. Wonderful is still looking so damn amazing. The light, you already know, it's shining bright on Mr. Wonderful, but you know what? I'm a pretty giving guy. I'm letting that light shine bright on you as well. The fellas out there and those beautiful ladies, that I call my cheerleaders. I appreciate you for stepping on in too. Right here, the FC Sneaker Factory. That's where you fucking belong. And I'm glad to have you in the building because those doors, those doors are wide open for you beautiful people. And before I forget, let's go ahead and open this book up because we are on Sneaker Profiles. 218 right there. Page is correct. The book is open. The doors are open. And of course, I got the beautiful ladies, the cheerleaders in attendance, and the fellas as well. I appreciate you fellas. Even though I don't sway that way, I'm glad to see you in the building. And I know you definitely hold this fucking channel down because you're probably the majority that watches this channel. The very few of you. But Mr. Wonderful is always giving that amazing delivery that only Mr. Wonderful can give you, right? You get all these other shitty content creators out there. I mean, you know the ones that I support. You know I'm not talking to you. But the ones that are just fucking generic and they look like shit on camera and their delivery's awful, right? And just a whole bunch of bad shit going on in those channels. But yet they still reign supreme when it comes to those views, when it comes to the subscribers. And I don't know why. I think it's mainly because people are comfortable. People don't like stepping out of the comfort zone and they just want to settle for mediocrity, right? Mediocrity when it comes to the delivery, when it comes to these fucking content creators. Like, they don't want to move away from them because they're just, that's familiar to me and I'm just comfortable watching their channels and getting their shitty ass deliveries. Of course, because Mr. Wonderful doesn't see the reflection in his fucking numbers that he so gratefully deserves. Because you know what? Even though I may deliver older shoes that you probably don't fucking have, or, basic shoes like this, my delivery is so much fucking more better than what they can give you. And they may try to sell you on, well, this shoe is going to do numbers in next year, so I suggest you, fuck you, get the fuck out of here with your little investment calls. You ain't shit, and your investment calls aren't shit as well. But I don't even want to I could go on a whole rant about that and make a whole video on that. But we are talking about sneaker profiles. We are talking about the most generic shoes when it comes to the Nike line, right? The shoes that, Nike is just fucking milking, right? Milking a cow. They're totally milking these for all it's worth, for monetary value, so you beautiful people can put your money into. And I get it. It is a cheaper shoe. It's an affordable shoe, and you can get it in so many different colorways. And that's awesome when it comes to if you have kids in elementary school, if you have kids in middle school, if you have kids in high school, wherever the hell you have your kids at. This is an easy shoe to buy because it's cheap, and there's so many different colorways that you can buy from. But they're also still kind of hard to get. Even though you feel like they're releasing these all the time, they're still hard to get, and you got to thank those fucking resellers for that. So don't tune into their bullshit content. There you go. That's the way not to support them. Because when you do support them, you are watching them and they're getting money for your views. Mr. Wonderful gets no monetary value when it comes to his channel because the subscriber count is so low, the views are so low, so therefore I'm doing it for the love of the fucking sneaker game. And as you can see behind me, 20 fucking plus years when it comes to this fucking game, when it comes to Mr. Wonderful, I am no phony. And there's not a facade scene that you see behind me. Those are all real. Those are all shoes that should be in those specific boxes. Just like this one right here. No trickery going on. It is the same box that you're going to get. You're not going to get a 360 look because it is the same fucking box. Just always gets old when it comes to this box. But it is that orange and red colored Nike box with the white hits. But the thing I want you to focus on, and come in closer, just a little closer. Focus on that right there. This beautiful tag, the Nike Dunk Low Retro, black hyper cobalt white. Retail price on this one, $100 in that beautiful size 10.5 that Mr. Wonderful wears. Nothing crazy, but this was an eBay pickup because Mr. Wonderful was not fortunate enough to get this on the sneaker app, so I had to go the resale market, eBay, and I forgot how much I paid for this. And I want to say I actually unboxed this in one of my lives that I did like a year or two ago. No, a year ago. So right here, what we have is sneaker profiles, 218, and I don't call this the Hyper Cobalt Dunk. I call this the Duke Blue Devil when they're wearing those black and blue uniforms when it comes to college basketball. I call this the Nike Dunk Duke Blue Devil colorway right here. So what you see in front of you, just a reminder, I'm fucking ingrain this in your guys' head. So the first dunk was actually released back in 1985. Okay, so if you ever quiz 1985, and they actually released dunks for college athletes, and it was a whole be true to your school line. But this wasn't one of them. This was actually a new colorway, and I just love this colorway because of it reminds me of Duke. I can go all day talking about Duke, but it is that just beautiful colors, that blue and that cobalt blue and that black. We still get the shitty ass materials, right? It kind of feels like plastic, but not the greatest quality when it comes to the leather. But this shoe right here, specifically this one right here, was released back in February 18th, 2021. So it's been a couple years. I can't believe that. I just barely thought about that right now. Couple years. I have still not have wore this to this date. Definitely not got to get it out. But let's take a closer look. You do have that shitty ass material, but it is a black toe box. This beautiful cobalt blue, but I'm gonna call it Blue Devil blue right here. That goes throughout the toe box, but into the shoelaces and going towards the rear part of the shoe. You have this beautiful Duke Blue Devil blue swoosh. These black side panels. Even you got a black portion of this crummy leather going on the top of the ankle part, but you do still have that pure white midsole, the Duke Blue Devil outsole that goes throughout the entire outsole. Let's take a look at the rear of the shoe. Oh, that beautiful sewn in Nike in the black, but you do got that beautiful Duke Blue Devil color around the Nike logo. More of that crappy material when it comes to the rear part of the shoe in that beautiful Duke Blue Devil colorway. And then you got that nice hit of black right there. Now let's take a look at the medial part of the shoe. Oh, it looks a whole lot different from the lateral part. No, it's actually the identical. You're looking at the identical part of the lateral from the medial, but you still got that continuation of that Duke blue around the rear, going through the shoelaces and going towards the toe box. That beautiful Duke blue Nike swoosh, that black side panel, and then you still got that black on the ankle part of the shoe. Now let's take a look at the outsole. You do got that beautiful Duke blue outsole. Nothing has changed. The aerial view is where it's at, and I'm seeing that crummy ass orange Nike on the insole, but you do have this nice, beautiful color. No, you have that generic leather when it comes to the toe box in black. These gorgeous shoelaces, this nice black nylon tongue, and of course you got the black tag in that Duke Blue Devil blue in the Nike and in the swoosh. And then around the ankle support, the inner part of the shoe, you do got that nice Duke Blue Devil blue, the black insole, and that shitty ass orange Nike. So we're seeing this for the third time. So far, the past two profiles, we're getting that ugly ass orange. I don't know why. I don't know if that was a thing back in the 80s when these first came out, or I don't know. I really don't know. But I would have loved to see a nice Duke Blue Devil Nike hit instead of that ugly ass orange. But what do you think about this shoe? We're looking at the same exact shoe, but just a different colorway when it comes to the dunk. I like this shoe a lot. I'm glad that I picked it up on eBay. This was not a retail pickup. I'm pretty damn sure that I went after it on the sneaker app. Of course, no luck on that. But I picked it up on eBay. As you can see, still haven't worn it. Still have the tag. And then it also still looks pure. But what do you think? Is this one in your collection? Did you pick this one up for retail, or did you go the aftermarket price for this? Drop a comment down below. Let me know, because I just know the comments are going to be filled by the end of this video. Yeah, right. I never get comments. But I appreciate you fucking people that actually tune in. The fellas and those beautiful ladies that I call my cheerleaders. And of course, Mr. Wonderful is always looking amazing in front of the camera. I never fail you ever when it comes to that. And also when it comes to the sneakers. The skin, the hair, always amazing. I actually just got back from running errands and meeting one of those beautiful cheerleaders and getting a boba and some appetizers with her. I came home, was like, you know what? I still fucking look amazing. Let's go ahead and drop these profiles for these beautiful people out there. And let's go ahead and knock these out of the fucking park. As you can see, Mr. Wonderful still looking amazing, even through all seasons. Wintertime, summertime. But what am I rocking? I am rocking a beautiful purple Ralph Lauren pocket tee with that sage color, that greenish color polo horse right there. I'm rocking AG denim, feeling amazing, looking amazing. Of course, what can I say? But what I can say is this: the book is about to be closed on this one right here. Sneaker Profiles 218 is officially in the books. It now is in the catalog of tons of shoes that Mr. Wonderful has delivered for you beautiful people. That glossary of shoes, you just gotta just keep going and going. I know. Mr. Wonderful is continuing to write his beautiful manuscript when it comes to shoes, and you are in presence of the fucking great one right here. But enough said. The doors are about to close, and you know what? You don't have to go home, but you have to get the hell out of the FC Sneaker Factory. But hold on. The doors will be opening back up in a couple days, and I will be gracing you with my presence, Mr. Wonderful again. Will always be coming at you in that 4K fashion, looking amazing as always. And I hope you beautiful people, the fellas and those beautiful ladies, my cheerleaders, will be looking amazing as well. Just like when I opened this beautiful door up for the beautiful lady, one of the cheerleaders, to go in to the boba tea house. She looked back to me and says, "Floyd, Mr. Wonderful, damn, you are too sweet."